Good morning, Thailand. Sorry.
What?
Good morning, Thailand. My name is Alex.
And I'm Jay.
And we got some news updates for you from around the land of smiles this Wednesday, September 24th. Before we begin, please remember to subscribe to the Thaiger to stay up to date on all things Thailand. Now, today, some big news out of Bangkok. We're going to be talking about a massive sinkhole that opened, as well as a massive car pileup down in Phuket.
Yeah.
We have an update on the Miss Grand Thailand winner being stripped of her title for, well, stripping. And a little later, we have farangs behaving badly in the form of scam centers and naked police assaults.
You love a good naked police assault.
Well, they're interesting stories, but I wish they happened less. Anyways, before we dive in, though, Jay, would you mind giving us a quick word about our sponsor?
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, please help me thanking Fastpass for sponsoring the show and making this happen. But thank them after they've helped you find a home, because they are the largest real estate portal in the country. And if you want to buy, rent, or sell property in Thailand, check out fastpass.com.
Absolutely. Thank you, fastpass.com. And be on the lookout. We got more Fastpass content coming up in more interesting fashions than just this little plug. So stay tuned. Not only that, I got shows to plug. Keep it going. First one, Whiskars. There you go. It's Whiskars Wednesdays.
You love a good whiskey.
You never even
and a cigar.
Whiskey and a cigar. We got a great
They didn't
international
give the cigar,
comic coming in tonight. Graham Elwood is going to be coming in to join us today. He's an international
I love Graham.
comic. He's making a name for himself, so I'm very excited to have him there tonight.
I love a good Graham.
Yeah.
Who doesn't?
It's going to be great, but he'll only be there for like a short set. If you want to see a live professional comedian, international headliner, big on the podcast, been on all the late night shows, you got to book your tickets for, next one, Paul Morrissey, this Friday in Bangkok and this Saturday in Pattaya, where you can still book your tickets on Megatix right now. We have a discount code. You can type in with discount code for Bangkok, BNL. Type it in when you're doing your checkout, and you'll get a sweet little discount. And I'll surprise you with what it is. So you have to go check it out. All right, that's it for the plugs. Let's get into the news. Our first story is about a sinkhole.
Yes.
A sinkhole surprise at Vajira Hospital has created a wide collapse. So, a massive sinkhole suddenly appeared in front of Vajira Hospital in Dusit, Bangkok, measuring around 30 by 30 meters and plunging more than 50 meters deep. The collapse has disrupted hospital access and created safety concerns for the nearby Samsen police station. Rescue teams quickly secured the area while engineers evaluated the damage. So far, fortunately, no injuries have been reported, though the danger of further collapse remains high. Officials are now investigating the cause of the sinkhole, with early speculation pointing to drainage and infrastructure weakness.
A lot of people actually messaged me about this. Guys, yes, this is real. This is not AI.
Yeah.
It looks horrifying. It looks like something, something someone would just make up from AI or something. But
whoa, dude.
Yeah.
Power lines exploding. And I mean, look at that truck dangling there.
Yeah.
Right? Like, this is like some serious high drama stuff.
Yeah.
Wild to me that nobody was injured. Like, we've seen these things happen when we've been covering ASEAN. This has happened in Indonesia and Malaysia. And it's usually like one person just gets sucked through and like pulled into nothing. I'm surprised that there's no injuries reported. Maybe that'll change, but hopefully it doesn't. And just a test, because I do think that this speculation of it being infrastructure makes a little sense. I don't know. We haven't been getting a ton of rain lately, which would usually be something.
It hasn't rained for a week, but there were. I mean, you reported yesterday that there are storms incoming.
Yeah, but I think this probably points more towards the infrastructure. We have to. I'm from Florida. Used to deal
New
with this all the
fear
time.
unlocked. Sinkholes in Bangkok.
Oh yeah, tough stuff.
As if we didn't have enough to worry about. As if flooding was just not enough.
I know. Ugh. All right, scary stuff.
Yeah.
Stay safe, everybody. If you feel the ground shifting, get moving.
Yeah. Oh no.
Emergency advice with Alex. There you go.
Moving on to our next story. Miss Grand Thailand considers reinstating title after controversial removal. An update from our story yesterday. Supani Baby lost her crown as Miss Grand Thailand 2026 just one day after winning, when explicit videos and images from her past resurfaced online. The pageant boss has now hinted she could be reinstated pending internal discussions. Baby explained her involvement in adult content was to pay for her bedridden mother's medical care. The scandal has ignited fierce public debate between those who sympathize and those who demand stricter standards. The decision will ultimately determine whether the pageant prioritizes forgiveness or reputation. Should we blame someone for their past?
Ooh, well, I don't know. Like I said, I think I said this yesterday, but yeah, reputation of the pageant. All right, what are we really talking about here? What kind of like I feel like,
Come on, who doesn't do a little OnlyFans these days?
I mean, if you got it, flaunt it, baby. Here's the question: does having an OnlyFans page and those images out there of you give you an advantage with the judges? Because they're like, ooh,
No, I don't
you're
think
gonna
so.
see a little bit
Definitely not.
more.
Definitely not. If they, I mean, Coles could be put out there to do a background check before they pick their contestants and make it to the final rounds.
Yeah.
It's a lot more. It's a lot more difficult right after they've won.
Yeah. Well, I think it's interesting to see that this is even being debated because it shows more of a liberalization of the attitude surrounding this kind of content creation. Remember, again, creating OnlyFans content is illegal in Thailand.
Yes.
And yet this is still being a very open conversation about like, well, sick mother, like there's a heartbreak story here.
That's right.
I like that it's being debated at least, and I'm curious to see how the cards fall.
Yeah.
We'll find
Almost everything sex related is illegal in Thailand.
out. Indeed. Yeah.
Sex toys,
Yeah.
prostitution.
Talking about it.
Yeah.
No, I'm just
Even
gonna
from a religious point of view.
Yeah. Just nobody told the monks though. So
Hey.
they're
Why do you
still having a good time. A lot.
Why do you think they're on the pills? No.
Yeah.
Anyways. Whoa.
God.
Bad, tasteless joke, Alex.
That was
This guy.
All this guy. Come on. All right. Let's move on before we get arrested. All right. Our next story. We're on public transport. Where a clash broke out on the BTS over a mischievous boy's behavior. Ooh.
Okay.
Dennis the Menace on the train. A confrontation erupted on a Bangkok BTS train when a young boy's unruly behavior angered passengers and escalated into a shouting match between two women. The altercation, recorded and posted to social media, quickly went viral and sparked widespread debate. Many criticized the lack of parental control, while others noted the difficulty of managing children in public. The incident highlights the pressures of confined travel spaces and the tensions they can create. Transport officials may soon face questions on how to address conflicts more effectively on public transit.
How do you find an effective public transport conflict solution?
For a child, blow darts.
Makes sense.
Just get him in the neck.
Knock him out.
This is why I don't have kids. And here's further evidence as to why I feel like I'm making the right decision.
Like, everyone just needs to kind of relax a little bit. It's the end. I get it. It's evening. We're in a city. It's extremely busy. You've probably waited for 3 trains to go because you've been standing in line because it's rush hour. You get in, and then you have to deal with someone else's child.
Oh, God.
Being a menace.
Nightmare. Yeah. Didn't we used to back in the day, like any adult could just smack any kid upside the head and
Smack him in the face.
just smack him in the face. A little shock.
Sometimes you've just got to give him a little
Oh,
smack.
God, I give him a smack. All right, look, I'm glad we're not there, but
Yeah.
there has to be some way, like if your child's being a nuisance to the
Yeah.
rest of the space, there has to be some sort of,
Look,
control.
firstly,
Yeah.
don't assault anybody. Definitely don't assault or hit a child. And thirdly, it's the parent's responsibility. Like, look, you've got a child, you've got to set an example and not only teach your child manners, but also take responsibility and do this right. Look, I think we don't have enough information yet. Did the child misbehave in general? Thai people, Thai kids are very respectful. I have never come across a child who's unnecessarily unruly or rude in public. So that's not common in Thailand. So I think we need to find more information because I'm just speculating right now. So I don't know what the child could have done to really make someone this mad.
Just their existence is frustrating sometimes. You're like, God, why children? I'm just kidding. Yeah. Anyways, I'll be seeing my nieces and nephews in about 2 weeks, so I got to get rid of this attitude.
MNDWGZ says, my mad dad voice worked for me. Well, I'm Asian. I didn't even need the voice. I just needed a look. And I was like, yep.
Yep. That's it. I come from a Hispanic household. The chincleta, what is it?
Yeah.
They're throwing flip-flops at me.
Fair.
All right. Let's move on to our next story, shall
All
we?
right, yeah. You mad dogging me, bro?
Whoa. Never.
All right. Our next story it talks about a 15-car collision in Phuket underpass sparks gridlock. A multi-vehicle accident involving 15 cars inside Phuket underpass brought traffic to a standstill and caused widespread commuter chaos. Emergency responders rushed to the scene to treat the injured and clear the wreckage. The collision caused major delays during peak travel hours, creating a domino effect across nearby roads. Investigators are examining whether low visibility or slippery conditions contributed to the accident. The event has renewed calls for improved road safety measures in Phuket's heavily congested zones. 15 cars.
Pretty wild.
Yeah, this is next to, I believe, Lotus, next at the bypass highway.
Yeah, cars flipped and things like that.
Yeah.
I think there were injuries, but no fatalities,
So
fortunately.
this is one of the larger underpasses going towards one of the largest highways. Cars are generally driving much faster. So it's like 100 kilometers around that region, give or take 20 kilometers. So that's why it makes a bit more sense, because other parts where there are other highways or underpasses, cars are moving much more slower because of the traffic.
Right.
So this is possibly the only place where it also makes sense why there were 15 cars that actually got into the accident. Most cars are traveling much faster, and looks intense.
Yeah, what's interesting to me about this is that it was a 15-car pileup and no fatalities. It's interesting to me because, like, in America on our highways, you hear 15-car pileup, you're like, they're all gone.
Yeah.
Because we are going so fast. And I've lost friends in those big pileups before. So when I saw this headline, it gave me, like, a sinking feeling. But fortunately, seems to have not been the case, despite the severity of the property damage, though. So be careful, everybody. Like, I know traffic can be frustrating. And as soon as you get like, a little bit of open lane, time to gun it. Like, I need to make up time. Just should not be the mentality. Anyways. All right. Yeah, we're not too sad today, but I mean, not
speak for yourself.
All right. Well, I got let's change the mood, shall we? I have an interesting story coming up because this is, for me, the most interesting political intrigue that I've seen in Thai politics in my years of covering it at this point. And I'm not sure that the Thai people in the room agree with me, but stay with me as I pull out my corkboard and bring out the red yarn to connect the dots for what I think is a very interesting political conspiracy. Our next story is about allegations that surface of Bhumjaithai party figures tied to casinos in Cambodia.
Oh, how dare they?
A former police officer has accused 4 senior members of the Bhumjaithai party of secretly receiving money from 9 Cambodian casinos. The whistleblower submitted 50 pages of evidence, but did not publicly identify the individuals. 2 of the alleged figures are reported to be ministers with influence over government policy. Party leader Nude strongly denied ever meeting the complainant or discussing such matters. The scandal, if proven true, could damage public trust in one of Thailand's ruling parties. So, let me take you on a walk real quick. This all started, right? The Thailand-Cambodia conflict, a lot of people believe that this started because Pattaya was advocating for casinos in Thailand. So this would threaten a major revenue stream for Cambodian tourism. All of a sudden, Bhumjaithai, after the phone call happens, right? The infamous phone call where they leaked the audio and Paetong Tan was suspended. Then, you're learning.
I'm having my popcorn.
Then, Bhumjaithai withdraws their support from the coalition, right? Bhumjaithai withdraws their coalition support for Pattaya, leaving Pattaya sort of dead in the water. And now, Bhumjaithai has taken power in the form of a Nude joining forces with the People's Party. So, if this is all found out, that the motivations were from ministers with influence over Bhumjaithai being connected to money coming from Cambodian casinos, this is insane. So it's all allegations right now, but this police officer apparently is presenting compelling evidence and still being very careful because we don't know the identity of the whistleblower or the alleged money takers in Bhumjaithai.
I see. You lost me at casino.
Fair play. All right. I am interested in this, so I'm going to keep following this story and see if it's real. Yeah,
you're right. I mean, jokes aside, yeah, it's every time someone is getting in power, like now that Paetongtarn is gone, now that Anutin is in power again, it's like their dirty laundry just keeps getting aired.
Yeah.
You know, and they get linked to this, and they're like, oh, let me try to make the public not trust this person.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And the next person, and the next person, and the next person. And the conspiracy continues.
That is the other thing.
Yeah. Anyone linked to Cambodia right now is a no-go. People half of the audience in Thailand thinks that Zombie is Cambodian. Oh. And you should see some of the comments on the videos.
It gets wild.
Because she's really good at a Cambodian accent for some reason. Oh. I didn't even know they had one. But
it's a place. So.
Yeah, but no, I know. But like, you know, and yeah, they're aggressive towards Cambodians. So
yeah, we have a weird. It's a weird time. It's a weird time for politics. All right. Yeah. Anyways, thank you for listening to my TED talk on that situation. Yeah. But we're on to our next story, Jay. We're
on to our next story, ladies and gentlemen. Let's talk about pilots and airlines, because that's gonna excite you. It's a good time to be a pilot. Thailand's airlines are warning of an acute pilot shortage as fleets expand rapidly to meet rising travel demand. Many licensed pilots remain grounded because of the delays in renewing medical certificates and type ratings. Strict requirements to maintain flying hours and pass recertifications are proving difficult to meet after years of reduced flying. Carriers are concerned the shortage could hinder planned service expansions and limit growth opportunities. Training programs and fast-track licensing are being considered to stabilize the industry. Ugh. Think about it, Alex.
I don't know.
You better sharpen your pencils. Fly to South Africa. Take your introductory flying license. Complete about 2,000 hours. Come back. Get yourself certified and start flying for Thai Airways. It'll only take you about, realistically, 2 years.
Oh, not bad.
Yeah.
Pilots are well respected and well paid, and
I don't know about well respected. I mean, you know, before it was like, oh my God, are you a pilot? Now it's like, oh, okay.
I respect pilots.
Yeah, but once you understand the airline, it's like, yeah, you know, it's like you're away from home all the time, away from your family, working ridiculous hours.
That's all. Those are pros for me, man. Like, no, I'm just kidding. Fair. No, I like. All right, look, mostly on autopilot. I heard something. Actually, if you haven't seen The Rehearsal, this is a great show. Nathan Fielder did a whole thing on how airline safety and pilots are messing up, and that's what ends up being why we crash often, why there's plane crashes. But I heard, I think it was in that show, that being a pilot is like 95% totally boring, with 5% absolute terror. And it's basically the takeoff and landing that's just absolute terror, where you like that's what you're getting paid for. Yeah. The rest of the time you're just chilling.
Yeah. But you don't want a pilot to just be sitting here like this, because if he loses concentration even for like half a second, like what? Oh, hey.
Yeah. Whoops. By the way, this reminds me of a story. Have you seen the new Charlie Sheen documentary on?
Not yet.
It's very good on Netflix, and it opens with him. Basically on a flight in the 80s or 90s, and they're like, oh, it's Charlie Sheen, and the pilots are like, come in and take a picture. It's like, okay, but I should be in the seat, right? And they're like, okay. And they're like, can I wear your hat and your jacket? Yeah, okay. Can I fly the plane? Sure. They flip the autopilot. He's like, oh.
Really?
And then the co-pilot's like, well, he might crash us. Then he just flips the autopilot back on. What a different time.
Charlie Sheen.
That is a pre 9/11 world right there. Yeah. But anyways.
Well, I think it was
winning.
It was about 2 years ago where I think it was a Middle Eastern airline, not a Middle Eastern airline. One of the Middle Eastern airlines, there was a porn star on board. And he like invited her to the cabin, because now you're not even allowed to invite them to the cabin. He like invited her to the cabin and was super excited that she was there, and like was like showing her the full tour, and the airline got really upset, and it broke out into the news, and people were like, yeah, you can't do that even if it is your favorite porn star.
Yeah. It was Mia Khalifa, by the way. Everybody, don't ask me how I know that. No, I'm just kidding. I have no idea.
I don't think it was.
I don't know. I'm just thinking Middle Eastern. Anyways, don't Google who that is.
You love a good Lebanese pie.
Oh, God.
Moving on.
Jesus Christ. Okay, our next story. We have, farangs behaving badly. You got a graphic for me, Tan?
LBH is a racial slur.
LBH is a racial slur. Loser back home. All right, cool. Well, here's one of them loser back homes.
Oh.
We got an LBH on our first farang behaving badly. A foreign man assaults a police officer in Phuket after running amok in the buff. That's right, chaos broke out in Phuket after a naked foreign man went on a violent rampage and strangled a responding police officer. The man was subdued after a tense struggle and taken into custody for questioning. Authorities are investigating whether drugs, alcohol, or mental illness were factors in the attack. Probably likely culprits. The officer was injured but is expected to recover, though details of his condition remain scarce. The incident has raised public concern about foreign misconduct and safety in tourist hotspots.
I was like properly nude.
Yeah. You don't mess with that, right? You're like, that's thank God for police sometimes. 'Cause I ain't
true.
going to handle that.
Yeah.
That's a different kind of crazy.
Just don't want to touch him
Yeah.
or look at him.
Really, all of the above.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry for forcing that upon you, our dear viewers. We blurred it out, right?
Yeah.
Good. Oh, but yeah.
You think my singing is gonna get us copyright? I don't think we can get away with a nude fat foreign man
Hey,
on.
it's the news. It was in public, but yeah,
Well,
you're
you'd
right.
think, you'd think so, but yeah. Anyways, all right. Well, we're gonna move on to our last story for today. A Korean fraud ring caught in Pattaya for massive scam.
Massive.
Police dismantled a South Korean scam operation in Pattaya that defrauded nearly 900 victims through online investment schemes. The group, operating under the name Long Company, stole about 478 million baht through sophisticated digital deception. Authorities arrested 25 suspects, including members detained in Thailand awaiting extradition. The alleged ringleader, known as Jar Yong, was also captured during the crackdown. The case highlights the growing trend of international crime syndicates using Thailand as a base of operations.
But not anymore. Yeah. Jar
Well,
Yong.
Yeah.
Got him. What I love about this story is that the supposed ringleader was caught. Like so often you hear about like, all right, we got the locals that are on the operation, but the ringleader is abroad somewhere.
Yeah.
Not this time.
That was a lot of money.
Huge amount, right? Like, yeah, and 900 victims or whatever. This sucks, dude. Like, it's weird because you always hear these scam things, and it's happened now. I've known people who are like getting scammed, and I thought were way smarter than that, like to be able to fall for this. I don't understand. Like, this is the benefit of being poor, Jay. Nobody comes and tries to take your money. But yeah, it's so much better. Like, it's scary out there if you have like a large sum of money and get rich quick schemes.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, it just seems like people are falling for stuff more than I expected them to. Because that's a lot of money. Divide that by 900. What's the average?
I think it's also
Millions
sometimes
of baht.
preying on people's greed works much more effectively. Everybody
Yeah.
wants to get richer.
Right. I think that's true.
Like, hey,
Yeah.
invest with me and
I'll double it. Ponzi
double it.
schemes everywhere.
Double it. And then they do double it, and then the third time they're like,
Ooh, it's gone. Yeah. It's Ponzi scheme. Classic Ponzi scheme stuff. Oldest trick in the book, and people are still falling for
was
it.
there a guy called Ponzi?
There was. It's named after him.
Is it really?
Yeah. Who's the original? Bernie Madoff is the guy that really popularized it. Ponzi scheme. Who was Ponzi scheme named after?
Joseph Ponzi.
I think it was like it's like some Italian guy or something like that.
Joseph.
Yeah.
Joseph.
Charles Ponzi, Italian con artist, Charles Ponzi.
I see.
Yeah, so it starts from there in the 1920s, but Bernie Madoff is the biggest example of that in modern history or recent history.
Okay.
But yeah, it's a big issue, so be careful, everybody. Don't fall for it.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, those are some of the stories from across Thailand today. You can find more stories on thetiger.com or get involved in the conversations at
ASEANnow.com.
That's Thailand's largest English news forum.
That's the truth. And don't forget, this is a live show. We got lots of live viewers in with us today, every weekday at 9:30 a.m. You can come and join us if it's an appropriate time zone for you, because a lot of our viewers, they're probably asleep right now. But in any case, we love to have, we've seen a lot of new faces in the chat lately, and it's always, brightens my
And I love it.
Exactly. And social media, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, wherever. You'll see a lot of content you would normally see here on the main YouTube channel.
I dreamed a dream.
We're going to DCMA'd, bro. Okay.
And
Anyways,
then I went and got a sandwich.
we'll see.
What if I change the lyrics? Then I can't get copyrighted.
I think you're fine. That's parody now.
There we go.
You're in it. Yeah. Well, anyways, YouTube viewers, we'll see you again tomorrow.
Yeah.
Live viewers, we'll see you in the chat right now.
That's right. Bye-bye.
If you like that story, please like and subscribe. And for more Thailand news, follow us on Instagram, YouTube, or TikTok at The Thaiger, or you can go to thethaiger.com and join the conversation.